I don't want to be involved in anything that's going to break my heart, like I saw my mom and dad's heart broken. How do we lay a foundation for this current generation to build healthy relationships? What does that even look like if they're just starting out?
Woo. So listen here. This generation is really something. And actually, that question in and of itself, I mean, you have to think of the times in which we're living and the things that this particular generation has experienced over the course of the last even 10 years, right? I mean, they've experienced a pandemic, they've experienced, two different presidents and, just all the things they've experienced so much. But even just with the whole pandemic situation and now they've become, we were people who didn't have cell phones, we didn't have computers, we didn't have all of these things. And so we were required to have interpersonal skills, right? Now our kids are on technology and they're doing all these things. They're meeting people on dating apps and things of that nature. And yet, even just the one-on-one communication to really even interface. One thing that we need to do with our children is we need to teach them how to interface with people in the physical and not just on their cell phones and things like that, because you start to teach and develop trust when you have time well spent, when you have time invested, not just because you were on your cell phone or anything like that. Because I mean, I can say anything that I want to say to you, like over my cell phone or over email, or you instead of calling me, we used to call each other like on our house phone on the landline, or go to a payphone and put a quarter in to have a conversation. Now you're like DMing me and I don't even know who you are, but you're like trying to get to know me through my DM. We need to go back to some of the quote unquote good old days and teach our children how to have interpersonal skills to really be able to interface with each other. And then when it comes to the things that our kids have seen in their homes, in our homes with with their parents, or, with a one parent home or two parent home or whatever, we have to acknowledge the fact that, there are some things that you've seen or heard in our house that, just because your dad or your mom might be a certain way or have done certain things does not mean that the next person is going to treat you that way.